it going. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down 5. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, they could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Count the bucket for two. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. George to Beverly. George. Paul George. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Durant. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here's Leonard for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 3. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He has scored 11 points. He's knocked down 3 threes. What a start.
He's on pace for 44 points in this ballgame. You probably want to limit his touches and actually start contesting some shots.
Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
for 6 now.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Beverly to Paul George for 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. It's Brooklyn's ball. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so the Nets hold on to the possession. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
That misses. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Paul George looking good. 4 for 5. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Leonard still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. 4-3. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Paul George to Leonard. George. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. To Irving. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. George He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Irving. Great defense, forcing the miss. And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. It's LA Clippers ball to George. Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Irving. And he buries it.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Irving to Durant. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time. To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Great feed. Sets it up. And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Kawhi Leonard. Tough matchup against Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
Number 7, Kevin Durant. That's his second.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First try, no good. And he hits the second. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try.
Los Angeles, number 20.
Lets it fly from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They trail by 7. From the painted area, won't go down. To Leonard. Nets have it. Irving. It's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Team foul number 3. That's the first foul in the
Irving. That's off the side of the rim, short. George, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game. George, well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. The monster stuff. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George. And the rebound comes to Durant. To Irving. Takes stock of the floor. Irving. Durant. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kawhi Leonard gets a look, can't hit.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
To Durant. Here's a chance from long range, and Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Durant. Offensive rebound, and the rebound taken by the Clippers. Shot from the lane won't go. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Here's Durant for two. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Fires the three, buries it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Number 6.
To Leonard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kevin Durant has it.
I got this.
Probing the defense. Durant off the mark. Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
To Irving. To to Durant. For three, that's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
Absolutely the right mentality coming out after halftime. That's what you do during halftime. You reset, you recalibrate, you come out and you attack like the first never happened.
Irving brings the ball up court. From long range, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. For three is good. Leonard. He'll get it down low to Harold. It's a big finish.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit is 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers are out in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Jared Allen with the block. And he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Here's Irving into the front court. Right now, down 7. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. He wants it at the rim and scores.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
You can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Curling inside. Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant against Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
One of the most understated things a player can do for himself after having a poor first-half performance, spending some time alone and saying positive words of affirmation. I like that you did that. Now you're on your way.
To Durant. Tough make through traffic.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
LA Clippers with the basketball to Paul George. Almost unlucky bounce. Durant with the basketball up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Leonard knocks it down from three. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good offense beating good defense.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And he is just turning up here in the second half. In the first, he didn't seem that engaged. Now, he seems hungry.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this, and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Deep right corner. It's George for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Durant, beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Durant across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. The follow won't go either. To Leonard. Second effort. Leonard. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Here's a chance from long range. Not easy.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
From the painted area, won't go down. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down 11. That's good D. Shot no good. To George. And throws it down.
I think the defender had absolutely 0 chance on that play.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Changes coming from both sides right now. Durant. Can't get the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. And a putback slam. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.